Welcome back to Tom Dave's Live. Today we have Brett Schwartz. Brett, how are you doing today?
Tom Dave's and better than I deserve, especially when I can spend some time with you.
Oh man, I'm great. If you don't mind, real quick, if you could just share with our viewers a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so well, first of all, I'm part of your amazing EXP family tree team here. I'm a multifamily broker. I'm also founder of Capital Gains Tax Solutions, and we help people, buy and sell multifamily properties as well as defer capital gains tax when they go to exit highly appreciated assets.
Well, awesome. A lot of chatter's going on right now about the real estate business and the market. What's happening in the world of commercial real estate right now?
Yeah, I think the main thing in commercial real estate that is a lot of the headlines is that a lot of the office sector or those that have a lot of debt or these assets that are not necessarily covering what's called the debt coverage ratios because values have shifted and rents are decreasing on stuff, especially like urban office is really going to take a big hit. Multifamily is still doing strong, and multifamily actually rents have either increased for the most part or at least stayed pretty flat. After record growth in rents across the country, we still have a housing crisis of 4 to 5 million units, depending on who you ask. And so multifamily is still very strong. However, people also have debt that's adjusting, right? And so you can have a great property in a great location, but you can have bad debt, Tom. If you have bad debt, it becomes a bad property and a big problem. And so for those that don't have rate caps, meaning that it's not a fixed cap, it's going to be adjusted after it expires, they're going to be facing some distress, right? So there's going to be opportunities for buyers that are well capitalized, that have liquidity, that have the ability to buy when it makes sense, which is coming. And so we think there's more opportunities coming, but it's still a good time to sell because valuations are still high. People are still doing 1031 exchanges, and people still, versus the stock market, want to be in real estate. And so sometimes it feels like a Jekyll and Hyde, depending on what part of the market you're looking at. But that's the kind of the major, I guess, the overview of commercial real estate right now.
How about inventory? Let's just talk specifically the greater Sacramento area.
Yeah, in regards to, it depends on what product type you're in. I think inventory is still down too. A lot of sellers are not necessarily selling because they, like kind of like residential. If you're in multifamily and you have a low fixed rate debt, in the threes or the fours, you're not wanting to 1031 into something that has higher debt, and so you're probably holding on to where you're at. Right. That's why we do offer the deferred sales trust to unlock that inventory, the deals to create more inventory so you don't have to go into debt. But I would say inventory is low. Obviously, transactions are way down from a year ago, over 20-25% lower than it was a year ago because of all of these challenges that are going on, and let alone the banks are a little more cautious to loan on certain assets. And so you're seeing just things that are slowing down. So inventory is lower, transactions are lower, and people are waiting for, I think, buyers buyers in the 2023 pricing. It's like residential, and sellers are still in 2022, and there's this disconnect between the two. But I think it'll eventually, people will come to grips with where they're at, especially as the debt comes due.
Well, I think the key word that you said is opportunity. There's always opportunity, whether you're a buyer or a seller, whether the inventory is up or down, there's always opportunity. So, hey, Brett, thanks for jumping on here. If anyone wants to reach out, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn, but you can also just search Capital Gains Tax Solutions. That's Capital Gains Tax Solutions. We also have our YouTube channel, Capital Gains Tax Solutions, and we just came out with a brand new book, Building a Capital Gains Tax Exit Plan. You can find that on Amazon.
Awesome. Brett, I know you're busy. Thanks for jumping on here. If any of you have any questions, real estate, please reach out to either Brett or myself, and we'd love to serve. Thanks, Brett. Thanks, y'all. Have a good day.